Hello, my primary friends. Welcome to Singing Time. I'm so glad to see you today. Today you're going to need a few things for singing. You will need this handout that is in the show notes and also in an email. It's Joseph Smith and Heavenly Father and Jesus Christ. And you'll need that to make something with me later on. You'll also need a flashlight, a big one or a little one. And if you have it, some construction paper and an Amazon box. If you have it, or any old box, just a cardboard box is what you'll need. And you'll need 2 spoons, some plastic spoons. These are plastic IKEA spoons, but if you don't have heavy-duty plastic spoons like this, you can use just disposable spoons if you have them. If you don't have those, you can also use regular spoons. I'm so glad you're here with me today. Let's get started. Speaking of family history, when my niece was in Young Women's, she put together a family history of faith stories from our family. And that was a great way for her to do some family history, writing down stories, learning about other people's experiences with faith. I'd like to share one of the stories with you from my nephew, Gary. And Gary wrote down this story. I have faith in the power of prayer. A couple times a year, I wake up and do not feel good in the middle of the night. Usually, my mother comes to my room to help me, and I ask that we can pray to Heavenly Father to help my tummy to feel better. And it usually takes a few hours, but I always do feel better, and I know that Heavenly Father helped me, and I'm thankful for the power of prayer. That's a nice memory to have of Gary, and I'm sure glad that Allie wrote that down and shared it with the whole family. You can do the same thing. You can ask your family of stories of faith or experiences with prayer that they've had in their lives. And you too can do your family history. For our next song, you will need plastic spoons. If you don't have plastic spoons, you can use regular spoons. These are little kid spoons, so they're a little heavier plastic. Or you can use disposable plastic spoons. Let's sing our song, Family History. Hit your spoons with the backside facing. Let's hit to the beat. Family history, I am doing it, my family history. And the love I feel when I'm doing it is very sweet to me. I learn stories of my progenitors, I write their histories. I keep records of my loved ones on my own family tree. It's a little rough there on the words. Let's try it again, and we'll put a few actions with our rhythm spoons. That's what we'll call them, our rhythm spoons. Let's try going like this, switching them up like that. Family history, I am doing it, my family history. And the love I feel, freeze. I think we can do love by our heart. And the love I feel when I'm doing it is very sweet to me. Let's try that again. Family history, I am doing it, my family history. And the love I feel when I'm doing it is very sweet to me. Okay, now let's keep going. I learned stories of my progenitors. Remember that word, progenitors? It just means the people you're related to, the people you are descended from, your relatives. Okay. So if we learn stories of our progenitors, we can read like a book. I learned stories of my progenitors. Let's try that. I learned stories of my progenitors. I write their history. Let's write with our spoon. I write their history. Let's try that again. Family history, I am doing it. My family history. And the love I feel when I'm doing it is very sweet to me. I learned stories of my progenitors. I write their history. I keep records of my loved ones. I keep records of my loved ones. Records just means you're keeping a record, like my niece Allie wrote down stories for everybody. That's keeping a record. Let's see. I keep records of my loved ones. Now, let's think. Let's make a tree with our spoons. Ooh, let's see, that's kind of tricky. So we're gonna make the branches of a tree because we're talking about our family tree, all of the people we are related to. Okay, I keep records of my loved ones on my own family tree. We'll do that for tree. Okay, let's try it from I keep records. I keep records of my loved ones on my own family tree. Let's try it from the top. We start out, we switcheroo with our spoons. Don't you just love the noise that makes? Family history, I am doing it. My family history. And the love I feel when I'm doing it is very sweet to me. I learn stories of my progenitors. I write their history. I keep records of my loved ones on my own family tree. Do you think we can do that a little faster? Let's give it a go. Let's get our hands all limber and ready to go. Family history, I am doing it. My family history. And the love I feel when I'm doing it is very sweet to me. I learn stories of my progenitors. I write their history. I keep records of my loved ones on my own family tree. Suddenly a light descended, brighter far than noonday sun, and a shining glorious pillar o'er him fell, around him shone, while appeared to heavenly beings God the Father and the Son, while appeared to heavenly beings God the Father and the Son. This week, my son Jake got a new ski helmet, and it came in this really cool box with all these trees all around it. And I thought, that is the cool box, and I'm not going to throw it out quite yet. I think I know what I can use it for, to make a diorama of Joseph Smith's first vision that we're singing about in our song, Joseph Smith's first prayer. That's a lot of Joseph Smiths in there, huh? So I liked that this box had a hole in the front, and when I turned it this way, it made a hole in the ceiling of the diorama, or the scene. And in this verse, we sing about how Heavenly Father and Jesus descended, or they came down from heaven. And I thought that hole right there is perfect for showing Heavenly Father and Jesus Christ coming down. And I also loved the idea of using a little flashlight to help to sing this song, because this song talks about a pillar of light over Joseph Smith. And then also in that light is when Jesus and Heavenly Father come and they appear in that light. So I had a lot of fun with that. If you want to make your own, you don't have to have a box with a top. You can just have a box that's open on the top. I just put blue construction paper on all of these sides. I had some mossy, grassy stuff in my craft box, but you don't have to have that. You can just put a green piece of construction paper down, or even, I don't know, yarn or felt or something. This little Joseph Smith here is from the primary lesson manual, and I will put an attachment of that with your emails and in the show notes so that you can cut it out and you can color it and make your own. This also, Heavenly Father and Jesus Christ, came from that same handout, which you will have, and you can color it. I didn't have a craft stick to put this on, but luckily we got an Amazon box. We got an Amazon delivery, and I just cut up the box and I used it to make a stick so that I could show Heavenly Father and Jesus Christ coming down from the sky. I covered it in blue construction paper so that it would blend in with the background even better. I had a lot of fun making this, and I hope that you have fun making it too. I'll include a few little notes of how to make those trees stand up straight. They're really just brown construction paper and green construction paper circles, and I reinforced the backs with parts of my Amazon box. I just cut it up and kept on using it in different ways. So as you listen to this song, and as hopefully you sing it too, you can do your flashlight, your pillar of light, and you can have Heavenly Father and Jesus Christ come down in that pillar of light and appear to Joseph Smith. I hope you enjoy it. So I used my Amazon box and my Joseph Smith as well. I colored him first, then I cut him out, and I glued some Amazon box parts to the back of him so he could stand up. I stacked little squares using my glue gun so that he could stand up, or rather kneel, on his own. The trees are just rectangles of construction paper with green circles. One of them I made kind of wavy on top, and the sunshine in the back. And I just kind of cut it out and made a sunshine for this verse of Joseph Smith's first prayer. And there you have it, a Joseph Smith's first prayer diorama. These pictures on the wall are like the actions that I'm going to do as I sing this song, but they're not in the right order. And I wanted to explain one of the pictures that might be a little hard for you to see. This is a spirit body of a little girl, and here's her heart, and there's an arrow pointing up to her heart. As I sing, maybe you can put these pictures in the right order because they're out of order right now. Okay. I love to read the Holy Scriptures, and every time I do, I feel the Spirit start to grow within my heart, a testimony that they're true. Start with the first line. I love to read the Holy Scriptures. We're making the letter C, and here's our book. Here's our scriptures. C is for Christ, and we're reading about Christ. I love to read the Holy Scriptures. Do you see anything that looks like love up here? I think I see a heart. Do you see a heart? It's right here. So I'm going to put that, up here. There we go. Yeah, that looks good. Okay. I love to read the Holy Scriptures. I love to read the Holy Scriptures. Do you see scriptures anywhere up here on this board that would go with I love to read the Holy Scriptures? I think I see some scriptures. Yeah, right there. Okay, let's move that. Woo! Okay, we'll move this one up there in that place. Okay. All right. Does this look right? I love to read the Holy Scriptures. Good. Okay, let's think. Okay, the next line. And every time I do. Do you see something that maybe looks like two fists? This is every time. I'm looking at my watch on my wrist. And every time. Do you see that anywhere? Oh, I think I do. Okay, and every time. I'm going to move that one out of the way. And every time I do. Do you see something that could maybe be this picture? Let's see. It's not that. That one's like that. Let's look here. Oh, I see it. Do you see it? Oh, here we go. Good. And every time I do. Let's look at this from the beginning. I love to read the Holy Scriptures, and every time I do. Okay. The next line, I'm seeing here a pattern. We've got some matching colors, huh? I feel the Spirit start to grow within my heart. So I feel the Spirit in my heart, growing in my heart when I read the scriptures. I feel the Spirit start to grow within my heart. Do you see something that looks like this? There it is. Here we go. Good. Spirit start to grow within my heart. Okay, this one, maybe you can't see it very well. It's that picture I showed you before of the Spirit girl and her little tiny heart on there. It's this one right here. Okay. I'll put that one there. Okay. I feel the Spirit start to grow within my heart. Good, let's try it from the beginning. I love to read the Holy Scriptures, and every time I do, I feel the Spirit start to grow within my heart. Okay, now we have our last line. A testimony that they're true. Do you see something that looks like this? I think it's already in the right place. It's right there. So this is testimony and true. A testimony that they're true. Last week we learned the chorus to this song. Let's see if we can remember it. Search, ponder, and pray are the things that I must do. The Spirit will guide, and deep inside I'll know the Scriptures are true. Those signs share a lot of signs with these. Maybe we could sing it all the way through. Okay, I love to read the Holy Scriptures. I love to read the Holy Scriptures, and every time I do, I feel the Spirit start to grow within my heart. A testimony that they're true. Search, ponder, and pray are the things that I must do. The Spirit will guide, and deep inside I'll know the Scriptures are true. Good job. That's our singing time for today. Thank you so much for joining me. Today we did a lot of things. We sang our family history song. Family history, I am doing it, my family history. And we heard a story from my niece Allie's project from when she was in Young Women's, writing down some family history stories. And we learned about how her brother Gary would say prayers with his mommy to help his tummy feel better at night. We also sang the third verse of Joseph Smith's first prayer using our flashlights and our special diorama. I hope that you have time or the inclination to make your own diorama at some point too. We also sang the first verse of Search, Ponder, and Pray. Can you hear my kitty cat at the door? I can. Well, we'll get kitty cat in a minute. Let's sing I Am a Child of God now. And we can use our butterflies. Do you still have your butterfly? If you don't have your butterfly from the week that I showed you how to make your own sister butterfly or brother butterfly, you can just put on your butterfly arms as we sing this. Here we go. I am a child of God, and He has sent me here, has given me an earthly home with parents kind and Lead me, guide me, walk beside me, help me find the way. Teach me all that I must do to live with him someday. Oh, thank you for joining us, Sister Butterfly. She says, you're welcome. And thank you for being here with me today, too. I sure love you, and I know Heavenly Father loves you, too. And I will see you next time. Mwah! Well, Kitty Cat wanted to come visit again. He was curious. Did you hear him meowing at the door? I sure heard him. He was making a big racket. Say hello? Well, see you next time.